Hello, everybody. So, today I am here to present to you an environmental science project that I've been working on. Today we are looking at the temperate shrublands, which for fellow Americans, that's going to be like your West Coast, sort of Grand Canyon, Arizona-ish area. Right here, I've got a map of where you can find this sort of biome all across the world. As you can see, it covers a lot of Europe, quite a good portion of Australia as well. And then here I have a nutrient cycle that you would expect to see. Very sort of basic, something you'd expect to see in every biome, environment, what have you. Animals will eat the plants, plants will die, goes back through, so on and so forth. As for like the meat of this project, I decided to do a 3D model in Minecraft because I feel like a lot of us hear the word biome and it is immediately associated with block game. So I made a very small sort of display. As you can see, I am at base in a mesa biome, mostly just for the grass to make sure it actually looked legit. As you can see, as the name implies, a lot of shrubs everywhere. The soil top layer is going to be very rocky, very full of gravel and sand. Very almost like if you kind of gave a toddler like a fistful of rocks and some grass outside. It's very like slap and go. Because of its temperature. It's incredibly hot, so these plants will do just about anything to survive. And as you can see, the different kinds of trees, very sort of mountainous, hilly, bordering on mountainous, as it were. So yeah, this is the terrain. Nothing too terribly special going on here. Now, as for over here, oh boy. Anyhow, behind me here you can see I've got a couple of the animals set up in little glass display cases. The silverfish here representing the beetles and the bugs. Anything you could really see in your backyard. They have grasshoppers and, again, as the name implies, various different types of beetles. And here, this gray wool is representing the first line in food web. These guys are going to be eating, the grass and the plants, which fuel them for the other predators. You've got your rabbits, and then you've got your birds, which I know look very tropical. It's okay. It's imagination. And these guys both are going to be fueling your coyotes, which are definitely coyotes, 100% not wolves. I don't know what you mean. And on top of that, these guys will also be fueling your foxes, and your bobcat and mountain lions, seen here by the fierce, ferocious predator, the house cat, definitely representing Big Brother, big man. And these beetles will also be fueling your spiders, which do be vibin' though, don't they? Regardless, all of these, and they also have bees, I would like to point out, look at his little feet. He stand so pretty. I didn't have a great way to place these in the food web, so top predator, the bee, I don't know, but standing above everybody else is, of course, the human. We are just top of the food chain. Deal with it. Here I've got a couple of books talking about various different facets of this biome. We've got interesting facts, the climate, and some adaptations, which I will start with because several of the plants in the temperate shrubland actually require an intense amount of heat in order to crack open the seeds and take root and grow. Because in other normal circumstances they would just fry, essentially. And it would be practically impossible for a plant to reproduce. So they adapted to their environment, and now their seeds are like impossible to plant in like colder temperatures. So we've got climate, very hot and dry. The precipitation is only about 25 to 45 millimeters per year, but due to obviously global warming, that number is definitely due to decrease, or possibly increase. I couldn't tell you myself. I personally believe it to decrease, but there's a possibility that, weather is thrown all out of whack and we flood our deserts, right? And then a couple of interesting facts. Multiple different kinds of spiders. As some of you keen-eyed viewers will see, I put cave spiders and normal spiders in the enclosure. That is because there are several different kinds of spiders that you're going to find here. But one of the most interesting ones has to be the trapdoor spider, who will literally bury themselves under the sand and gravel in order to get the jump on their predator, and I think that's really cool. Coyotes will often follow wolves to kind of either get the jump on wounded prey or feast off of the already killed animal. Very, very resourceful little bugs. And the terrain, as I said, very hilly, bordering on mountainous. Just has to deal with its placement, as you saw in the map earlier. Pretty much exclusively seen around coastal regions where a lot of water is present, so you're going to have that buildup of material. Our final step for today is going to be the energy pyramid, starting down here with your grass and plants, which will go up to the bugs, which are going to be eaten by your rabbits, which are going to be consumed by the foxes, and so on and so forth, probably to be consumed by the wolves. Get the gist. So that's all I had for today. I'm very tired recording this, so you'll forgive my mush mouth. One thing I would like to point out is, although I used Minecraft's wolf to represent the coyotes, gray wolves are also present in temperate shrublands, and they're going to be an even higher grade predator than the coyotes or the foxes because they will hunt both. And with that being said, I'm going to sign off. I hope you enjoyed the project. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video.